I'm currently logged into SuccessFactors as Tessa Walker, who is an HR representative. She has been working hard on getting the best candidates for the role of VP of Maintenance. And it seems like finally she found the one. She navigates easily to recruiting area and continues with the candidate Daniel Oxner in order to onboard him. She initiates the onboarding for Daniel, but she might as well actually do it with multiple candidates. Now that the onboarding is initiated for Daniel, let's log in as his manager in order to see what are some of the things that his manager Wallace needs to do. Wallace is catching up on his action items, and he can see that he has quite some things to do when it comes to onboarding new team members. He notices that he is overdue with onboardee data review. For the time being, let's focus on Daniel, the colleague that we have just started onboarding, whose start date is in 7 days. He can pick this action up from here, or he can start looking into the bigger picture of all of the new joiners. He wants to focus on the ones that are joining within the next week. But he for sure has only access to the new joiners that he is involved in onboarding. And here is Daniel. One action here needed. But when it comes to other new joiners, he has some different responsibilities. So for some new hires, he is just part of the onboarding team. For example, when it comes to Susanna, he needs to advise Susanna where she should go on her first day, because Bernd is actually Susanna's manager, so he will be most probably doing most of the onboarding. Whereas for Daniel, it is actually Wallace that is his manager, so he will most likely be doing most of the work. And it is very easily configurable to predefine who is part of the onboarding team and who is doing what. Here Wallace is confirming details regarding Daniel's employment. The information here is flowing directly from the recruitment system and Employee Central. Now, some of the things like date of birth and country of birth, most probably Wallace doesn't have information on. So this would be something that the new hire will fill in. Same with the national ID. It is really easy for Wallace to confirm this information, as basically everything is already filled in. What is the position, the organizational information, who will be the manager, the start date, even the HR manager is defined. This is because the entire recruitment process was based on a specific position within the organization. And just within a few seconds, Wallace's job is done. So this is how Wallace was able to confirm, yes, that this was the correct location and job information when it comes to Daniel's new place of work. But there are some other things that Wallace should be looking into before Daniel's first date. From here, Wallace has a really good overview of what are all of the onboarding tasks that he is either just part of the onboarding team or they're assigned to him if we jump into My Tasks area. Now, if we focus on Daniel, Wallace realizes that there are some tasks assigned to him, but also some tasks assigned to Alexis Moore and others. And some are even overdue and some are due really closely. So if Wallace has the authorization to do so, he could actually either take this task for himself to do or gently nudge Alexis, Frank, and Perry to complete the tasks that were assigned to them. Before starting to do his part, Wallace also has a good overview of how is the new hire doing. Has he or she completed the personal paperwork, additional paperwork, and signed the document? In this case, this has not yet happened. Wallace can easily start scheduling meetings in order to make Daniel feel more welcome and incorporated into the team atmosphere. He always has some really good suggestions automatically from SuccessFactors, but he can always add a personal touch to it if he would like to do so. He could start setting goals for the new hire. And this is a really great link between onboarding and the talent management that should actually already start from the first day. So this is where Wallace could recommend Daniel to start engaging with the new team members, access success factors, so Wallace is already here in the onboarding phase, starting to think how to make Daniel the most productive starting from day one, how to steer him in the right direction, to connect him with the right people, to have him have the right materials. He could be recommending some of the links that could be useful for the new hire to check out, like the corporate website. Assign a buddy. And for sure, the buddy would be notified about it as well. He could write a really personal welcome message or just use the template that is provided. Wallace could recommend some additional people that would be a great value for Daniel to meet. And reduce the stress of the first day by recommending how can Daniel prepare for that first day. Whereas the rest of the onboarding team, like Alexis and others, will be working with requesting the appropriate equipment for Daniel so that he has everything that he needs already on his first day at work. At the same time, Daniel has received an email welcoming him to the company, and he's starting to feel really excited. He also receives an email how to set up his password to get access to SuccessFactors. Daniel also receives an email on how to easily set up his password for SuccessFactors. Now, Daniel could be looking into this from his computer or from his phone. He doesn't need to download any special app, but very easily from his browser, he can open up SuccessFactors.